Hello everyone and welcome to my video. So for today I wanted to do a very fun spring makeup look. So I went in with this Aqua Orange Cut Crease. Shout out to my mom for letting me borrow her eyeshadows. So yeah, I wanted to do a very fun look and I love this aqua color. Sometimes colors like this or blue can be kind of intimidating because they don't look like colors you can wear sort of for like an everyday look. But I do think this look is pretty toned down, but fun enough to still be, you know, a nice, fun spring look. So if you guys like this makeup look, go ahead and keep watching and we'll get started with the tutorial. Alright guys, so let's get started. So the first step, of course, is to prime our skin. I used the Professional Primer from Benefit. Now, after we've primed our skin, I'm just going to go in with a light shade. I'm going to take Free Spirit from the Tartlette palette. And I'm just going to dust that all over the lid, especially under the brow, and this is just going to set the concealer we used to fix up our brows and work as a highlight under the brow. Alright, now I'm going to take the color Orange Soda on this little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to work this into the crease area. So first I want to start really lightly, and I really want to map out the area. So I'm going to focus this a lot here in the middle. Once we have that transition shade, I'm just going to take the color Burnt Orange and I'm really going to deepen that crease. And I want to take the smallest bit of burnt orange and I want to put it here into the inner eye just to get a little bit of a halo shape going. Now that we have those orange shades in, I'm going to take a small angled brush and I'm going to get into a matte brown shade. So I'm going to get into the shade Dreamer from the Tartlette palette. I'm pretty much just going to take this into the crease. And then taking my fluffy brush, I'm going to get into that as well and then just blend that out. I'm just going to get back into those orange colors and just blend everything. Alright, so now I'm going to get into my lid shade. This is the L'Oreal Hip Studio Secrets Professional Crystal Shadow Duo. So I'm going to use these two colors here. This is in the color Mystical. So we have a really pretty aqua shade, and then we also have just a really pretty gold shade. So I'm actually going to take a tiny little smudger brush, and I'm going to spray that with some MAC Fix Plus. I like to use the smallest brush possible because I really like to get in and make sure that we really clean up the crease area. I'm going to take a really good amount of that eyeshadow on both sides. You really want to tap it just to make sure that any excess that isn't on the brush falls off. And we're going to start putting this on the lid. Getting back into that angled brush and just the lightest amount of brown, I'm just going to go back in and define that crease. So originally I was actually gonna go in and do a halo shape, but I ended up putting that shade just all over the lid. I really like the color. It's like an aqua color, and I just feel like it's perfect for all these trends right now, which is just really bright colors. I'm gonna take just a bit of orange soda, and I'm just gonna see if I can blend everything. I do want to go in with a bit of a liner, so I'm going to take my NYC liquid eyeliner and I'm going to make a really small wing. And what I'm going to do, since I have that wing in, is go back into my brown shade. Taking that angled brush again, I'm just going to connect the cut crease to the liner. Alright guys, so we have finished the liner on both sides. Now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. eyelash curler. I'm just going to curl my lashes and get them ready for false lashes. Using my L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic Mascara, I'm just going to apply that on the lashes. Alright, now that we have our mascara in, I'm going to go in with our lashes. So for today, I'm going to use my House of Lashes Iconics, but they are cut down a lot so that they're only in the outer part of the eye. Alright, so I want to go back in with eyeliner and just darken up that eyeliner. For today's foundation, I want to keep trying different foundations. I picked up a lot of foundations a while ago, but I never really used them because I feel like none of them are my shade. I'm really bad at picking out my shade because I don't match anything. So I'm going to use the Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation from Maybelline. I know that this is pretty much an old foundation that like everyone uses. So I picked up the color 130, which is Buff Beige. Wish me luck. Hopefully this matches. I'm going to pour that into the back of my hand. Using a damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to apply that. Oh. I don't think this is my shade. I think it's going to be too light. Yeah, so that foundation's a little bit too light. So I'm gonna go in and just take a little bit of my L'Oreal 106 Infallible Pro Matte Foundation and just put that on top, just to make sure that my color matches. Because this one is like, it's close, but it kind of washes me out, so I need to add some color. Alright, now that we have that foundation all in, I'm going to go in with concealer. So I'm going to take my favorite concealer, which is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline in the color Medium. I'm just going to apply this into underneath the eyes. Also going to take this onto the forehead, down the nose, and onto the chin. So taking my beauty sponge, I'm just going to blend that out. Now that I have that concealer all blended in, I'm going to go in with my NYX HD Finishing Powder in the shade Banana, and using an e.l.f. blush brush, I'm just going to apply that on top of the concealer. Now that that's in, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to take this onto my beauty sponge and just bake with this. Whatever's left over on the sponge, I just take that to the forehead and down the nose and onto the chin. Now, while we wait for that to bake, while we wait for that bake to set, I'm going to go in with my bronzer palette. Taking my e.l.f. bronzer palette, I'm going to get into the matte shades, and I'm going to contour with these. Now that we have the contour in, I'm going to take the bronze shade, mix that in with some other shades, and just really bronze up the skin. For blush today, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso. I'm going to take that on this e.l.f. complexion brush and just swirling that in. I'm just going to take that above the contour. That's just going to tie in all of the orange vibes we have today. And going back into my e.l.f. brush, I'm just going to brush off this excess powder we have from our bake. Okay, so before we get into highlight, I do want to finish off the eyes. So I want to get back into the color Burnt Orange. Taking my dual-ended Naked 3 brush, you just need a brush with a flat side, sort of like a flat curved brush. I'm going to get into my Burnt Orange shade, and I'm going to take this onto the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take the other end, taking orange soda, I'm going to blend that out. Taking that same little buffer brush that we used earlier, cleaning it off, I'm going to get into this, and getting back into my little duo, I'm going to get into the gold shade. And I'm going to take that shade and I'm just going to put that into the inner corner. Alright, now that we have that nice pop of gold in there, I'm going to take my NYX Wonder pencil and I'm going to line the waterline. Next, I'm going to get back into that Telescopic mascara and I'm just going to put that in the lower lash line. Alright, now that we have those lower lashes coated, I'm going to go in with highlight. Of course, I'm going to take my Benefit highlight in What's Up, and I'm going to just apply this with the stick directly onto the tops of the cheekbones. I'm also going to take that down the nose. To really set that highlight, I'm going to go in with my Becca highlight in Opal. For lips today, I'm going to go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Cairo. I'm just going to take this directly onto the lips without a lip liner. On top of that, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Undressed. To make sure everything is set, I'm just going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on my face. Alright guys, and that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys like this aqua, orange, brown cut crease. I did add in some earrings that match the lid shade, that way it just ties in the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.